Hello and welcome to the Beardcast. I'm here with Mr. Walker.
Yeah. Hi there, my name's Mr. Walker. How are you?
I'm fine.
That's actually the first time I've heard the jingle to the Beardcast this morning. And I must say it's quite haunting. What was it that made you go for that kind of look?
Well, last week you said you were going on about beer, ding dong, and it was just in my head.
Absolutely brilliant beards.
Exactly. I love beards.
So today's podcast is going to be the usual what has Eddie's been doing this week.
Yeah.
It's going to be talking about your experiences in school, what you've been learning in lessons, and hopefully give us a behind-the-scenes look into Eddie's mind.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go on to the first sector, or if you're American, sector.
Go on, Eddie. It's
of this
copyright
podcast.
there.
That's actually not copyrighted.
Oh, okay. So you can use it as much as you like.
I can use it.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, right. So let's go on to our first sector, talking about science.
Science. Now, science has to be probably one of my favourite subjects because it's not just one thing, is it?
No.
It's you got biology, chemistry, and physics. I'm not a fan of physics. Like, if a
Apart from the website, you know, physicsgames.net.
They're very good physics games, but you know when they're talking about if a lorry's travelling at 80 mile an hour, at what point does it get here? I don't care. You know, I don't stand there on motorways waiting for a lorry to come along so I can judge the distance.
Exactly.
I know there's some good to it, but when it comes to that, it's just my mind shuts down.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, Tina gets up in the morning.
Who's that?
I don't know. You know these questions. They'll say Tina walks between two lampposts, and it takes her 10 minutes.
Tina isn't a name.
Tina.
Tina, Tiny.
Yeah, that's it. And it takes Tina 10 seconds to walk between one lamppost to the next, and she's walking at 500 mile an hour. How long does it take her to reach 3 lampposts? You know, that for me, I don't know why Tina is so bothered about that. Why doesn't Tina
get a bus?
Get a bus or just listen to music on her iPod or something, anything, rather than just thinking, oh, I know, how long is it going to take me to get... Because lampposts can be different distances apart.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to think, Eddie's, that they are an equal distance apart.
Yeah.
But that's in an ideal world, and we don't live in an ideal world.
Mm.
You know, maybe, you know, there are the slight centimetres difference between each other. And when it comes to science, that slight centimetre, or even a millimetre, can be the difference between... Sorry, I just opened the window there. Be the difference between winning and losing the Nobel Peace Prize. So what have you been doing in science? Would we say it's more biological or chemistry?
Well, you know, it's none of that.
Excellent.
It's not... Now, YouTubers, I am actually doing a BTEC course.
Which is nice.
No, it's not nice. It's horrible.
Not nice. You're actually not very happy with it, are you?
I'm not. What did I get in my last science? I got a C, didn't I?
A C. That's a brilliant mark. And I think it was because of the Daily Beard that helped you to revise for the tests and stuff. And we really went through it, didn't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm in set 5, and that's a BTEC class.
Is it?
Do you know?
No, but I am in the process of talking to your teacher.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually find out about that.
Hmm.
Now, at the moment, we've got a bit of Eddie's discipline to take care of.
Eddie's plin.
Eddie's plin. Or Mr. Plin.
Eddie's plin, I think.
Eddie's plin.
Eddie's
quite
plin.
like that. So, I've heard that you've not been really knowing what you're doing in science at the moment.
No, I actually do not know what I'm doing.
So we can't talk about it?
And we can't. So that's the end of that section.
No, because you've got other lessons as well, haven't you?
Right.
How about
hang on, no, this is the science section. We need to move on to another section.
Okay, let's move on to another sector. English.
Yes, English. We have been reading a book called Mice and Men.
Still,
we're still reading it.
What did we do in the last lesson? We didn't read it.
We didn't read it. We talked about it.
And we used our eyes.
We used our eyes because we watched the film.
Excellent. There you go. And what did you think of the film? It's a lot better than reading, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you have to pretend to be the character, or you can just get someone else to do it on film.
John Malkovich,
Yeah, exactly.
who's a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
And
I get to tend the rabbit.
so we've agreed that he says tend the rabbit, not shoot the rabbit.
Well, I don't know, you see. I'm not,
I guess we'll find out one day.
Basically, me and Mr. Walker are arguing because I think that it says at the end of the film, when Lenny gets killed because George shoots Lenny, I think Lenny says, I get to shoot the rabbits. Mr. Walker thinks he says, I get to tend the rabbits.
And all will be revealed soon.
Yeah.
Now,
What do you think?
is that for me or for everyone else to answer?
Everyone else. I'm gonna cut in like a little section here
Right
for you
there.
to listen to.
Yeah, 5 minutes 55.
Down the flat, we'll have a little field.
Feed the alfalfa for the rabbits.
The rabbits.
And I get to tend the rabbits.
Isn't that just amazing, Mr. Walker?
That is amazing. What we can do with the future of technology. Now, I think you can clearly hear that he says, I get to tend the rabbits, but I think you're going to argue just to be difficult. Even though you know he said, I get to tend the rabbits, you're going to say, I get to shoot the rabbit.
But it does!
But the thing is, with Lenny, what do we know about Lenny throughout the film?
He likes animals.
He likes animals. So it stands to reason then that at the end he'd say, I get to tend the rabbit, which means look after the rabbit.
Sorry.
He's not going to say, I get to kill the rabbit or I get to shoot the rabbit, because that would just go against everything. So we're just going to do a little character study here, and we start with Curly. What do you think about Curly?
He's a nice chap.
Is he?
He's not a nice chap.
He's not a nice chap. What can we say about his girlfriend?
She's a bit of a... What can I say? Because we're on the internet.
She's very flirtatious, isn't
Yeah.
she, with George and Lenny
Yeah.
and anyone else that really comes into the barn.
Exactly.
And you'd say to her, sorry, lady, I'm not interested. You're in a relationship with Curly.
He may have some nice legs.
Yeah, and you might show them, to be flirtatious, but, you're with Curly, and I think I need to respect that. Because Curly gets very angry with Lenny, doesn't he? Why is that?
And she thinks that Lenny is trying to, seduce...
I don't think
What's her
Lenny
name?
could seduce anyone, to be honest.
No. He can
What it
only
is,
seduce himself.
Curly feels intimidated by Lenny.
Yeah.
Curly's a very angry man. He's a small man, but he's also very angry. And what he does to make himself feel big is pick on Lenny. You pick on the bigger guy, and the smaller guys don't want to start anything, okay? That is a life lesson right there. Now,
Thank you.
Curly, he tries to fight with George as well, doesn't he? He's like, why are you looking at my girlfriend? You get yourself out the barn. You get yourself out the barn. Why are you talking to her? I wasn't talking. Why are you talking to her? And that sort of stuff, which is quite good. But a very emotional scene that we saw was obviously the shooting of the dog.
Oh, yeah. Can I pretend to be the old man?
You can.
Okay, and then you can be...
So the scene plays something like this. Hey, what's his name?
I don't know.
Crooks.
Crooks.
Hey, Crooks, why are you bringing in that dog in here? It stinks.
Because I love my dog.
But why? He ain't no use to you. I could take him out the back now and shoot him.
I had that dog for a long time.
You can have one of Curly's puppies. It's you can have whatever one you want.
I don't want it.
Your dog's no use to you. His breath stinks, his hair is falling out, he's got sores all over his body. Let me just take him out and get rid.
I don't want you to.
Come on, Crooks.
Oh, all right.
Exactly, and that's how it goes. And then the man just shoots his dog in the head. It's over. But
he does wait a really long time, like about a minute.
yeah, because where are you going to shoot a dog? You can't shoot it.
Bang!
Yeah, but he couldn't say, "Can I shoot your dog?" Yes, okay, bang, in front of him in the cottage where everyone's just sitting there. That would be rude for one thing, and another thing you'd have to clear up after. So what he did?
But it was the man's dog.
Yeah, but it was to make suspense, wasn't it? There was that moment where the man walked out with the dog, and then you had to wait to build up the suspense, and
And you
everyone's
couldn't
just
really
waiting.
kill a dog because it's a film.
Yeah.
So it would be a bit cruel.
It would be cruel. So he's probably dug the ditch, shot the animal, just kicked the animal in there and filled up the ditch with dirt. You know, and there's parallels with this through the story as well. Running parallel through. In that Crooks is quite an old guy himself, isn't he? So what does that mean about him and on the farm and how he works? Because remember, he's only got one hand that he lost.
He's got. Where did he put it?
No, he's lost his hand.
Oh.
It's not like he just put it down and then forgot where he put it. And then went, oh dear, I've lost my hand again.
Okay.
So how do you think this makes the other workers look at him?
I think, you know, they say, look at that old man. I think we should kill him. He's just, like, wasting our food.
Well, basically that's what it is, isn't it? He's not a young guy. He can't do all the work that they're doing. So he kind of feels that he's staying there only because they're allowing him to.
And the only thing that he has was the dog.
And the only thing he has is the dog.
Well, the dog's dead, so he has to be friends with a dead animal.
Which would be awkward.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad at first, but in a few weeks...
When it starts smelling and everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward. And then when you take it for walks and it's not moving and you kind of just dragging it along the floor.
Come on!
Yeah, it's not too good. But yeah, so you can see the parallels in that Crooks...
Sorry.
He sees himself as a kind of useless dogs. And he thinks, you know, maybe one day they'll do that to me when they don't need me anymore. And obviously, when his dog dies, a part of him dies, which is quite upsetting.
What part of him?
Inside. Like if someone said to you, Eddies,
What, his...
I don't really like your dog. Can I shoot it?
I'll say, hell no, and then I'll punch the person in their face.
Exactly, but if you were somewhere that you were working and you felt pressurised by the people that were working there, and they say, come on, I'm going to take Tiger out, Eddies.
Don't tell me. How do you know her name?
Because you go on about it every day.
Oh, right, yeah.
Going to take it out and just put it down.
It's a her, not an it.
Sorry, Eddies, getting quite defensive about the dog there. We're going to take the dog outside and we're going to put an end to it. You would feel obliged because you're staying there for free. You know, it's annoying all the other people.
I'd say my dog is worth more than my own life.
And that is amazing.
If you kill my dog,
Would you
I'll
run
kill
off?
your mum.
Nice.
That's what I'll say.
Would you run off into the woodland with your dog and live
Yeah.
like a feral child?
Wouldn't it be nice
And you could catch rabbits together.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
the kind of tiger could... It's not an actual tiger.
No, it's a dog. She just looks like...
Eddie's just got a bit confused and thought it was a tiger. But then by the time we found out it was actually a dog,
Yeah.
it was too late and the name was decided upon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that was a bit awkward. It must have been awkward.
Yeah, but shall I tell you the story of how I got my dog?
I'd love that.
Okay, well, my sister rang me up and she was like, Eddies, one of my friends is selling one of her dog sets she has. Do you want one? And I went, yeah. Okay.
How much was the dog?
I don't know, because I didn't pay for it.
Okay.
My sister did. So we went in her red Nissan Micra with one of her friends, Michelle.
Yeah.
It was fun. Got the dog, knelt down. I kneeled down.
Beside it.
Beside it, I went, hello. Gave it a stroke. It was really small. It was probably as big as my hand.
And Eddie's has got very small hands.
Yeah. I can't even... Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can't even see them. It just looks like you've got stumps. And then you look down on the stump, and there's like these little microscopic fingers.
Exactly.
So, yes. So you saw the dog and you fell in love immediately.
Yeah. And I said, and I'll take it home.
In that voice?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you at the time?
Oh, I was 13. No, I was 12, I think.
Yeah. And then you took the dog home and you said, I'm going to call it Tiger.
Yeah, I took it home, and while I was in the car to take the dog home, I called it Tiger. Michelle said, why don't you call it Foxy? And I said, exactly, I know.
Such a typical Michelle thing to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I said, I can't remember what I said, but I said something, and then I said, I want to call it Tiger because she looks like a tiger.
There you go.
She's going to be vicious.
And how old is she now, 2?
She is 1 and a half.
One and a half.
1 and a quarter.
And what you can see there, Ed, is that Crooks has had his dog for 13 years. So he's pretty close to his dog. And his dog is... Literally. And all of his days he spends with his dog.
He was pretty close. He's probably dead now.
Yeah, he probably is dead because it was quite a while ago the story was set. But, you know, to take that away from him, he's going to feel like he's lost a part of himself. Because his dog was his best friend, unfortunately. Which is quite nice.
Did you know a couple of months after getting that dog, guess who I met?
That's quite an open question.
Remember when we had the...
Jeremy Kyle?
No, remember when we... Right, so when I went into... I can't remember if I got the dog in year 9. I think it might be in year 9. Right. Right, I think I got the dog in like, year 8. Okay, right.
Okay.
So I got the dog in
Year
like
8?
middle of year 8. So you know the half term that we have after going back for like a month or
Okay, yeah.
6 weeks. What's that called?
Easter, is it?
Easter.
No.
What?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Well-
You had time off.
For the time off. That's when I met that girl September. Remember?
I remember that, Eddie's, and that was a very sad romance
It's a
story.
romance.
It was a sad romance.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
It's a sad.
And you dealt with loss there by having her, unfortunately, break up.
Yeah.
And there is loss in life, and we deal with life.
Yeah. Never mind.
Quite a sad place you put the podcast into now.
Shall we do the traffic update, sir?
We should do the traffic light day now.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, faster.
Traffic. Right, so the traffic today, it is. You're looking out the window,
Hang on.
and
I'm looking out the window,
yeah,
and I can see
what can you see? What's out there?
there's a Vauxhall Astra
Yep.
driving.
Clockwise around the.
No. He was doing a 4.5 turn.
4.4 turn, not 4.5. Okay, so if you are out on the road right now, look out for that car. That is based on Lancelot Road.
Shall I tell everyone the number, license plate thing?
No, I think by the time they listen to this, the car would have successfully completed its 4-point turn and be on its way to its destination, which was quite good. Any other traffic news that you thought about this weekend? What was it like getting to Eurogamer?
Well, I don't know about the traffic. The traffic was mad.
Yeah,
Did you know that a guy got run over on the train? He fell over.
a man got run over on a train. So he was on a train, and then a car smashed through the side of the train and ran him over?
No. He got run over by a train, so he fell in the tracks.
Oh,
He got pushed.
by who?
Don't know. A man. Another man.
How do you know it was a man?
Because why would a woman? Because it was a big fat man, and I don't think women can push really big fat men that far.
Well, you'd be surprised. I don't want to do the experiment now because we haven't got time. But I think if a woman's angry enough, she could. If you're off balance, because if you are a fat man, and you say balance on your right leg, your belly and your weight is going to shift onto the right. So all you're really going to need, all you're going to need is
arthritis.
all you're going to need is a little nudge, and you're going and toppling over because you've got no real centre of gravity. So it could have been a woman that done it.
Yeah, but I don't think. Oh, stop messing up my traffic update.
Traffic with Eddie's Mustafa. So, Eddie, you went to Eurogamer this weekend.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And you came back with lots of merchandise.
Yeah.
Did you walk around the stalls? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Because I go to the Comic-Con.
What, you went to America and you actually went to...
I didn't go to the Comic-Con in America. It's at the Expo Centre.
Is it on...
It's in October, yeah.
Yeah,
this year.
I want to go.
It's amazing. And I walk around and I like to collect toys, as
Yeah.
you know.
Every bit of crap that I see, I'll just pick up.
Yeah. And, some of the times they're like £60. But
Don't tell anyone, but I accidentally picked up some headphones.
accidentally.
And they were for sale.
Oh, dear. So all of that, you didn't realise, once you stepped out of the Earls Court, you realised that, you couldn't just pick up
I was like,
everything.
my dad picked up and he put it in the bag. I was like, what are these headphones?
Yeah. Well, there we go. And criminal activity is not
Oh,
condoned.
and I got myself a picture of me outside the Surgeon Simulator van.
Wow. Is that the funny game on PC, Surgeon Simulator, where it's
Actually,
moving?
I tested it out on at Eurogamer. It
Okay.
is really difficult to control.
Yeah, because you can control both hands at the same
No,
time.
you control one hand,
Okay.
but you control, I think it's the right hand with your left hand.
Yeah, and it's got all physics, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
So
it's
like
weird.
you pick up the knife, cut into the person, and then
Yeah.
blood will start spraying everywhere.
In your mouth.
In your mouth, what's how it comes out of the PC screen,
Yeah,
which is
it
quite
does.
nice. And did you get to play on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4?
Now, I saw the Xbox One. I wanted to, but there was such a bloody long line.
Oh no, tell me about it. Lines are annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, like
And
that one there.
What games were there to play? We know was there Forza 5?
There was like a driving one, like a racing one. I can't remember what it was
That's
called.
probably Drive Club on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's what I... See, now, I had a race with people. Guess what?
What, just running around?
No,
or-
no, a race as in a driving one.
Okay.
I done it with manual. And it was like a proper, like, a hub as well. You know, like one of them round ones with the steering wheel and then, like, the flappy paddle.
Oh,
gear.
flappy paddles, yeah, that's what they call
Yeah.
them. So you're in an actual built car?
No, it was like a round...
An arcade cabinet?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And the steering wheel was messed up. Even
Oh,
though it seriously was.
I hate
It was
when that
moving
happens.
all by itself, and it was vibrating.
maybe that's what they do sometimes, don't they, to simulate a racing car?
Yeah,
because it
but
would really
yeah,
run.
but it kept on like turning,
No, they,
like left.
you don't want to do that.
Kept on
But-
turning left.
Yeah, that's just laziness. That if you can't even bother to turn your car left yourself, then you're
Yeah,
get
well,
everything you got, really.
so I came 5th out of 6th place, which
Which isn't bad,
it isn't bad.
seeing as your car was all over the place.
Yeah.
And what game was it, do you even know?
It was a racing one.
Yeah, obviously, it wasn't a platformer.
And then what else? I done like a timed lap, but I done it on the same game, but I done it with a controller.
Yeah, and you were
And
right
now with the Xbox controller is fine, but with PlayStation 3 controller it's weird. It
I
doesn't
don't like
feel
the.
right.
I never liked the PlayStation.
It doesn't feel
controllers.
right, does it?
No, like the analog sticks feel a bit loose and a bit. They're not very sturdy. So you feel that, you're kind of playing with, I don't know, cotton buds.
Yeah.
You don't get that real feedback with an Xbox console.
Yeah.
And that's what's making me want to get an Xbox One. I was originally going to get a PlayStation 4,
Why?
but Xbox One, see Xbox name, and it's the controller. At the end of the day, when you play an Xbox game, you don't realise you're holding the controller. You just get immersed in the game.
Hang on. Right. Pretend to hold something in your, and then I'll hang on. Like.
Yeah, I've got the controller.
Hello, Mr.
Hi there, how are you? I'm just
What's
playing a
it?
game here.
Oh, do you like your new controller?
I do. This is the Xbox One controller. It's pretty much like the Xbox 360 controller, but it's just got a few new key
I was talking
features.
about the Xbox 360 controller. Guess what I got?
What?
I got. What is it called? A Razer Blade. Razor
The
Blade.
Razer. Like, is it spelled R-A-Z-R or something?
Yeah. Razer Xbox controller.
How much
from
money
American.
do you have?
I had like £100 to spend.
This is ridiculous. And is that the one you can program yourself?
I think it
The
had like
controller.
buttons and things,
Yeah.
and like all the lights like lit up on it. And
Yeah, I
everything.
want one of them.
Yeah.
They're like 80 quid.
I had like £100.
Oh, money and goodies. I like the way you just drop money like it's hot. Everywhere you go, you're just splashing out money. And is it any better than the other controllers?
I'll tell you what, it feels much more nicer when playing Grand Theft Auto V.
Which you shouldn't be playing.
Which no, actually, there's no law that says that you can't play 18 or over games. You just can't buy the games.
Well done, Ed, is finding that loophole and exploiting it.
Oh yes, I'm correct.
Yeah, well
What?
done. Well, we'll have to see about that.
Yeah. And what section? What was he just doing? Like sector.
It was the traffic sector, and then we went on to what you were doing at Expo.
I forgot.
And were people dressed up as game characters and stuff?
Yeah, there was a couple of Mario. I got a Mario guy to pick me up.
Oh, that's nice. What did you say to him?
I said, "Pick me up before you go."
And do you mean pick you up as in getting his car, like a complete stranger
No, I
dressed
mean
as
pick me
Mario
up
and
as
just
in
drive you
pick-
around?
No, I mean pick me up.
If
as
he
a-
wasn't dressed as Mario, would you have asked him to pick you up? Or was it because he was dressed as Mario?
No. It was because he was dressed as Mario.
That must be a bit awkward. Because you go up to someone and say, excuse me,
No,
can
he
you
was
pick me
supposed
up?
to be there.
Yeah,
And then, like, there was, like, this guy from Judgment. What was it? Gizzable Judgment.
Yeah,
That
but
was like
Mario's not known for picking
And there
up...
was, like, the guy from
people.
Borderlands who was doing that.
Yeah, but Mario's not known for picking up people. Like, if you said, oh, Mario, hi there, could you jump on my head? Or something like that. That's Mario. But, Mario, can you pick me up?
Yeah.
And he picked you up.
He did, and then I got a picture of him
Wow.
outside Surgeon Simulator truck.
It sounds like you were hanging around the Surgeon Simulator truck a bit too much.
I was.
And why?
I don't know.
Was it the only game you could play because of the other queues?
See now, this it was outside.
That's ridiculous.
So I was waiting for it to be 2 o'clock, so I was out there for like an hour.
Just standing there.
So yeah, guess who I saw?
Mario?
No, Hayden Fisher.
Hayden
Now,
Fisher. I'm not familiar with this student.
do you want to know who Hayden Fisher is?
I do.
Hayden Fisher is a YouTuber, Mr. Tech Related.
Oh, okay.
Me and him was friends, and then we're not friends anymore because
Oh
I
dear.
Shall I tell the viewers what I done? I made out that I was gonna give him my old iPad.
Okay.
Which was like, can you give me your iPad, bro? Can you give me your iPad, bro? Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, fine. Give me your address, I'll send it to you.
And you didn't.
I didn't.
How old is this guy?
He's the same age as me.
Oh, okay. And he's begging for iPads.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was doing it as a joke.
You should have said, you should rename your channel I Beg. Which is quite good there. What do you
I
think?
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is quite good.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I saw him, and I think he saw, I don't know, I mean,
Was he begging for iPads?
no, I saw his face, I saw his hair. Because his face has changed within like the last 4 to 5 years. He's
Yeah,
been
it
on
would do.
YouTube since 2009.
Wow, that's a dedicated.
So like he has curly hair. I saw his curly hair and I was like, oh god, that's Hayden Fisher. And
Yeah.
like he turned away from me, like as
Which
like,
is rude.
As I was turning to look at him,
He turned away.
from me.
That's
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
And then like he was like walking down the 2 o'clock line to
Yeah.
go in at 2 o'clock. I don't know if he was supposed to be there at 2 o'clock. I didn't know.
We don't know it is.
And
We
then I
don't know.
didn't see him again.
Right, so we've only got a few minutes left of this podcast.
Shall we sing a song, Mr. Wood?
No. It's not about the song. It's about asking you how you're doing in your lessons.
Okay, shall I,
Which is
sing
most important.
shall I sing a song about how am I doing in lessons?
Okay, then go.
Okay.
No.
This is a song about how I'm doing in lessons.
Okay.
How am I
Same
doing
tune as
in
ever.
lessons now? I'm doing fine. I'm quite alright, Mr. Walker. I have an itchy behind, and I said I knew. I need some help with my maths homework.
Yo, maths homework. I don't wanna work. I'm going in my hole with my own joke. Everybody knows I'm a slow poke, but I get my work done. No joke. I like science, but I'm in B-Tech. I gotta move, get a new heck. Yeah, GCSE. That sounds so good to me. Well, Eddies, that was absolutely beautiful. I know.
That was lovely.
So, hopefully, people will join us next week. Our first podcast is going up
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
and then
Our
this
first
one will
this
be
is-
the next week in October.
Why are you telling them?
This is the October podcast. It's the October podcast. October is great. What else happens in October, it is? It's pretty scary.
Comic Con.
So, Halloween. A scary horse and a scary cat. Right, so Halloween.
See
Next
you
week we're
next
going to be
week.
talking about Halloween probably, and your experience of Halloween,
Yeah,
which is going to be pretty scary, isn't it?
yeah,
Because you do live quite a scary, dream-like existence.
yeah.
So, from us here today, we'd like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And hopefully this time next week, we'll be back on track with more Eddie's conversations about how he's doing. Hopefully we can tell you about more in depth about In Mice and Men, because we know we've been enjoying that, which has been brilliant. Maths. We're going to add in a bit of music, because we didn't really get to talk about music today. And I know, Ed, is that music is one of your favourite subjects that you absolutely adore.
Yeah.
So would you like to just play us out for the last 20 seconds?